video for the EcoBoost Mustang. This one is going to be to replace the stock boost solenoid. I don't know, I'm mutilating the word, my apologies. Hang tight, I'm going to show you how to take the stock one off, and I'm going to show you how to connect the new one and how I figured out how to connect the new one, because the new one did not come with instructions. But hang tight, here we go. Put the solenoid back on so that I can show you guys its stock location and how I take off the power harness. There are two 8mm nuts before you take them off all the way, and you will need a wrench the whole time because they are on there pretty damn good. So all you're gonna do is take some pliers and you're gonna grab the middle if you can and just pull out. That's it. And you don't want to lose this because you might want to go stock at some point. Oh man, I think I put these on here too damn tight. They're really on there. But anyways, it's two 8mm nuts. All you got to do once you remove that bar is you pull down and poof. I'm gonna be honest here, I don't remember if it was mounted like this or if it was the other way around, but I put it back on just so I can show you guys how I took off the power harness. Yeah, fudge, man, this thing is really difficult. Whatever. Okay, and the solenoid comes out. Okay, here is the aftermarket solenoid. This is a MAC 3-port boost solenoid. Okay, there's a 1, a number 2, and a 3 up here. How did I figure out how to connect this? Well, that's a good question. I actually had to go online and search for it because there was no instructions in the box. What I did was I looked up my wastegate that came with my MAP turbo kit, and on there it has options of how to connect the boost solenoid. And mine is a Turbo Smart Comp Gate 40. That's the kind that I have. If you go to their website and you download their manual, you will see options of how to connect your boost solenoid. That's if you got the Turbo Smart Comp Gate 40. I'm sure other manufacturers have the same thing. If not, good luck, because I could not figure out anything from MAC itself, the manufacturer of the solenoid, and I searched for a good hour and finally gave up and just said, you know what, I'm gonna go look at the wastegate instructions. I remember seeing something like this on their website. That's what I did. So number 1 for me is going to the top of the wastegate. Port number 2 is going to go into the bottom port of the wastegate, and port number 3 is going to go into the turbocharger itself. My CompGate wastegate has an 11 psi spring in there, and in order to get the maximum performance out of it, it said that I can connect this setup the way I just mentioned without having to change to a better spring. That's the best option that I have. Or I can go and put the open vent atmosphere port that came with. Here, let me show you guys. This deal here. I can put this on port number 3, but I'm not going to do that. I mean, this is what you got with the MAC port boost solenoid. There's the box. Anyway, so the other thing that I want to mention is that you cannot mount this on the stock location because these holes here are a lot smaller than the ones the stock solenoid have. Okay, so what I did was there's this big old cable here, and it's being held by this little zip connector type thingamajigger. I basically zip tied the boost solenoid to that, and it's perfect. There shouldn't be any issues whatsoever. I mean, I have some extra hose here, but I have an aftermarket hood which sits a little bit taller, so I won't have any issues. Besides, even if it gets pushed down, it won't be an issue. I didn't want to chop things up in case I had to move stuff around or whatever later on. So if that's the case, you know, I need this extra hose. For the harness itself, I did chop it up. Okay, I was just gonna tap into it, but then I decided just to cut it off completely And I have those shrink tubes that are solder, so when you heat them up, it's a shrink tube that has some, what is it, solder in it. And then I use some shrink tube on top of that, and then I'm gonna wrap this with that gold wrap, this stuff right here, just to keep the heat away from it. And if I need to go back to stock, it's not gonna be a problem. All I do is chop in the middle of that, and those things come off. It doesn't come off easily, but it does come off. Those specific shrink tubes, when you heat them up, they glue, so I'm good there. Unfortunately, this piece down here broke. I don't know if you can see that. That's what was holding there. But anyways. All right, guys. So this is what I did to find out how to connect that boost solenoid. I went to my internet browser, typed in the model that I have, TurboSmart Comp-Gate 40, hit search, and here are the results. And it is TurboSmart's official website, so that's where I want to go. Clicked on it. Look at that. It is the exact same one, except mine is the 11 psi spring, where this one is a 14, but it's okay, it's the same thing. I clicked on download the instructions. Are you sure? You will hit download. I'm not going to do it because I already have it. That's why it says again on there. So I'm going to hit cancel on that. Go back to my desktop, scroll up and bring up my apps, my folders, and there it is, TS505, yada yada yada. And what I did was I went through each page. This was before I bought the boost solenoid, and I was looking at how to connect the wastegate itself, because this was different from the one I had before. And what I found was on page number 8. And there it is. 2-port connection, which mine is a 2-port, the wastegate at least. And it says for obtaining maximum boost pressure on your turbo system. So that is the method that I use. All I have, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.